Alright, so I'm going to do this video just to kind of give a few more examples if I can, or at least one example of finding area and perimeter on the coordinate plane. So I've got this triangle here, and the goal of this entire thing is to find the perimeter. Now, perimeter is just adding up all the side lengths. Adding up all the side lengths. So really, I just want to find all the distances to kind of break it down, okay? So the first distance that I'm going to just break down here is AC, and the reason that is, it's like one of those easy examples that we did for lesson 1.2. You can just see the distance between these 2 points if you count the boxes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this side length is 4, okay? So I didn't even have to use the distance formula for that one. The other two, I'm definitely going to have to use the distance formula for, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is find AB. So AB is going to be delta x squared plus delta y squared from the two coordinates we have. So that's 2, 7, which is point A, and B is -4, -3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those x values on the same number line to find delta x. So delta x, I'm going to put 0 here. My two x values are 2 and -4. So 2 and, yeah, let me just extend this out. -2 and -4. So the distance between -4 and 2 is going to be 6. If you take a look here, 2 is 2 units from 0, and -4 is 4 units from 0. All right, so that's delta x. And now we just have to find delta y. So I've got zeros here. The a coordinate, right, the y component of the a coordinate is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the y component of the second coordinate is -3. So that's going to be right here. And so if you take a look here, the distance from 0 to 7 is 7. The distance from -3 to 0 is 3. So 3 plus 7 is 10. So delta y is equal to 10. And so I want to plug those in for this formula. So we said delta x was 6. So I've got 6 squared here. And then delta y was 10. So I've got 10 squared here. So 6 squared is 36, and 10 squared is 100. So I've got 36 plus 100 is equal to the square root of 136. All right? So that is the first part. So now I have to find the distance from B to C. So I'm going to do that one next. So I'm going to kind of take all this work, put it neatly over here. And I've got some more to do. So I've got BC, and we're going to use that same formula. So BC is equal to the change in x squared, square root of the change in x squared, plus the change in y squared underneath that square root. And then I've got two coordinates, so I've got -4, -3 is B. And C is 6, 7. So I'm going to do that number line. And the first one I've got here is -4 and 6. So this is delta x. So I'm taking the x components of the x coordinates of both of these coordinates. So -4, and then 6 is here. So the distance from -4 to 6 is 10, okay? So delta x is equal to 10. And then right here, I've got delta y. And I've got -3 and 7. Make sure that's right. Yeah, -3 and 7 for delta y. So 0, -3, and 7. So the distance from -3 to 7 is also 10. Okay? So what I've got here is BC is going to equal the square root of 10 squared plus 10 squared, which is going to be equal to the square root of 100 plus 100, which is the square root of 200. And so since I've got all my numbers together, I can go ahead and add them up. So there's two ways you'll see it on, if you're doing Khan Academy, there's two ways you'll see it. You'll either see all the numbers summed up like this. So I've got, let me just do some collecting here. So AC we found, AB is root 136. And the other one is BC, which is root 200. So this is what you'll see. You'll see the perimeter is equal to 4 plus root 136 plus root 200. So that's exact, okay? Just write that out a little neater. Or you'll see the decimal approximation, okay? And they're the same thing. It's just those are inside square roots. They haven't been calculated. So if I get out my handy dandy calculator, it's not going to work. It is frozen. So I'm going to go to Google and beg it for stuff. I've got 4 plus the square root of 136 plus the square root of 200. And I want to type all this in and get it done once. And it gives me 29.8. Okay? Questions on that? And you're not going to answer that because you're not there. Just a habit of asking that. All right. I hope that helps. I'll maybe do one more area problem. So 29.8 square unit, or just units. Yeah, 29.8 units. And that's all I got. Thank you.